Whenever you're ready, Brianna.
Hold on. Technical difficulties. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. I'm your host tonight, Emily. Tonight, we have a great panel for you guys. Our topic tonight is online versus in-person learning. Now, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, our world has completely turned upside down. Businesses and schools shut, and Zoom quickly turned on. Campuses quickly shifted to online education, which started as a major shift for many, has become a preferred method of learning. But as the current situation begins to change and life slowly gets back to normal, the question is, do students need to fully return onto campus? Now, we have three lovely teams competing tonight. On our first team, we have the blue team, which is Chelsea and Alondra representing Team In Person.
Hi, I'm Alondra.
And I'm Chelsea.
Now, why did you guys choose Team In Person?
We chose Team In Person because we have more motivation and fewer distractions to learn.
But we can also network and socialize with more people.
And on our second team tonight, we have Team Pink, which is Ashley representing Team Online. Woo!
I really enjoy being online this school year, so I'll be on this side of the debate.
All right. And last but certainly not least, we have Team Purple. We have Brianna representing hybrid learning.
Yes.
Thank you. After seeing the academic layout for fall 2021, I chose to represent hybrid learning to get the best of both worlds.
All right. And now that we have our introductions in place, to start our discussion tonight, I'll give my first question to Ashley, Team Online. After spending a year of online learning, what have been your thoughts into the new delivery of instruction?
Personally, I really like online learning because it gives me flexibility. So I have more time to sleep in, go to work, exercise, and create my own schedule. What I mean by this is I can stack classes without having to consider the time it takes for me to walk from class to class if I were on campus. Instead, I just have to make sure I have enough time to log on to Zoom, which should only take me like a minute. Another benefit, which is the most obvious one, is saving money. I don't have to pay for gas, parking fee, and I get to live at home. According to CSUOB's housing website, a triple room, which is the standard for the academic year, is $7,590. A meal plan is $3,658. And on top of all of that, you have to pay a non-refundable payment of $275.
Jeez, that's a lot of money. All right. My next question is going to go to Chelsea, Team In Person. Aren't there significant hurdles to online learning? What are your thoughts?
Yes, there are so many significant hurdles to online learning. One of them are like your internet connections. Doing Zoom online, you might have Wi-Fi problems, which will make Zoom very difficult. Time management. Doing online learning can be challenging as some students have responsibilities outside of school, such as family and schoolwork and work, which is sometimes difficult to juggle all at once. Motivation. Online learning requires lots of motivation to complete tasks, stay engaged, and make progress. It's tempting to procrastinate when you aren't surrounded with your teachers or students. Some online students may be completely engaged at first, but as time goes on, they lose interest. When this happens, they might fall behind. According to face-to-face versus online learning, they stated, you'll be able to concentrate harder on your learning in person because you'll have less distractions than if you were at home doing online learning.
You made some good points there, Chelsea. Now, Brianna, I'm going to pass this next question on to you. Long Beach has recently announced that they will be offering roughly 4,000 course sections with either a full or hybrid in-person component, which is roughly 47% of the total amount of classes we'll have next year. So my question is, what exactly is hybrid learning and what potential benefits do you see?
Well, Emily, as stated in the article, 5 benefits of hybrid learning is a mix of in-person classes and online classes. With virtual classes, there are some benefits such as flexibility in scheduling and a decrease in expenses, which is awesome. And on the other hand, with in-person classes, there are more opportunities to network as well as have less distractions that prevent students from finishing their schoolwork.
That's a good alternative, I see. Now, Alondra, team in person. A good point would be to note that there's many social restrictions that come with online learning. What are your thoughts on that?
Yes, indeed, online learning limits us from using the library, networking with other students, and taking advantage of all resources that the campus offers, which is why I think it is important for us to go back to in-person instruction, especially because as a first-year student, I can tell you how challenging it was to navigate this all on my own online. Many first-year college students come together in an article written by Ella Lee, where they share the struggles they had to overcome when starting a new format of schooling.
Okay. And this concludes this part of the panel. Now we're going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to introduce a new part. We have a lovely wheel, as you can see right here. We have 3 topics on our wheel tonight. Number 1, costs. Number 2, flexibility. And finally, number 3, resources available. We're going to do a spin, and that's going to say what our first topic tonight is. Ooh, looks like we're doing flexibility. Now, my question for flexibility goes to you, Brianna. Is hybrid truly taking the best of both scenarios of online and in-person learning?
Well, Emily, that is a great question. And yes, I would have to say that the implementation of hybrid learning creates a well-balanced system that allows students to explore virtual classes as well as in-person classes. This balance provides the flexibility to have enough time to work, attend family commitments, and achieve the college experience. And what more could you ask for?
Does anyone have any rebuttals to that? It doesn't look like it. Interesting points. All right, we're gonna kick it back to our lovely wheel. And now it is between resources available and costs. Ooh. And our next topic for the night is costs. And this is going to go to team in-person learning. Ashley noted earlier that the difference in cost between a full online learning experience and an in-person learning experience. But does the lesser cost of an online education take away from the full college experience?
We personally think that it is worth paying more money because it is a once in a lifetime opportunity and you're paying for the resources that the campus offers, such as a gym, library, and student health resources, and especially clubs where you meet new people.
But I can use our college tuition to travel, which is also a once in a lifetime opportunity and an exciting experience. Get access to the gym and the library at a lesser cost too.
But Ashley, this upcoming year, I'll be living at the school dorms. As a first-time student, it was very hard to make friends virtually. So this will make it a lot easier. These friends can also become my long life friends. I will also be able to gain more independence.
However, with hybrid learning, you get a great balance. So I see no issues with the obvious answer to prefer hybrid learning.
Guys, let's calm down. That topic was a little heated. And finally, on our topics tonight, we have resources available. This is going to go to Team Online. Now, Alondra made a good point in how limited resources are during online instruction. Ashley, my question to you is going to be, is online learning truly accessible?
I think online learning is truly accessible. It just takes a little bit more effort to find these resources since we have to take our own time to research and send emails to our advisor in order to get more information or answer any questions we have. But you can still join clubs, network online through Zoom, have movie nights on Discord in order to socialize, and if you ever need help with homework, there's always online tutoring.
Although you make some pretty good points, Ashley, I would personally think that people or students enjoy getting answers from their professors in person and hanging out with their friends in person rather than through Discord.
But with hybrid learning, you get the best of both worlds. Students are able to have the option to go to campus or to utilize the online resources.
Wow. Interesting, guys. And on that note, I'm going to end this section of our panel tonight. Tonight, we have discussed the methods of online, in-person, and hybrid learning. Each method seems to have valid pros, such as online having cheaper costs, in-person providing more social freedom, and hybrid truly allowing the best of both worlds. And this concludes this part of our panel, and we would love to open it up to our lovely audience for questions. Now, at this time, whoever has a question, just go ahead and raise your name or raise your hand and I'll call on you guys. Is your name Jessica?
Jessica, yeah. Assuming you guys are all freshmen, what are some of the differences you've noticed from transitioning from having high school online to having college online?
So with having high school online, we were able to communicate with our peers that we have known for years. But after transitioning to college, it was pretty difficult in the social aspect.
Okay, thank you.
All right, does anyone else have any other questions?
I have a question. So do you think that school is like more or less productive online?
I personally think that it depends on the person and their learning style. However, for me personally, it would be less productive just because I'm attending class and doing homework on my computer, so I tend to just want to get away from it.
Okay.
All right, anybody else? Go ahead.
So you all mentioned the benefits of student mental health for in-person schools. Are there no mental health benefits to online schools?
Actually, there are readily available hotlines to call, as well as the behavioral health department at CSULB that provides help to anyone in need.
Thank you.
Right.
I'm next.
First.
Do you think you would enjoy this class more if it was in person instead of online?
Well, maybe I think I would, maybe, that's my answer, but I love the benefit that online gives me a lot more, so I would stick with online.
Thank you.
Go
I
ahead.
have a question. Do you guys think that some professors give more work in online learning?
Honestly, I think it depends on who your professor is, because some professors are a little bit more old school in the way that they like to structure their classes or are not fully comfortable with an online format. So they may not be fully more comfortable in assigning so many online assignments versus some teachers who absolutely love the online format and are not shying away from giving more assignments. All right. I would like to thank you all for each asking a question. That was amazing. And I'm actually going to pan out a question to you guys tonight. After hearing all three sides of hybrid, in-person, and online, who do you guys think should win our panel tonight?
Hybrid.
Yeah, I think hybrid too.
Hybrid.
Do we have a unanimous vote? That's kind of crazy. And our winner for the panel tonight goes to Brianna, Team Hybrid.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us tonight. That's all the time we have left. Cue the outro.